Go into the world and do well, and more importantly, go in the world and do good. Minor majors.
As you grow older, you will discover you have two hands. One for helping yourself, the other for helping others. Audrey Hepburn.
You make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give. Winston Churchill.
My name is Susan Woodward, and I've been a volunteer here for close to 10 years now. My main responsibility here is to run the sit-down exercise class, which is for arthritis and stretching, and we do all sorts of wild activities, have a good time. We laugh a lot, we smile a lot. That's part of exercise, and encourage people to continue to move throughout their life. One of the most rewarding things is when one of my students comes up after class and says their doctors or their physical therapist has said that if it wasn't for the fact that they were exercising and doing these things and building strength and endurance, they wouldn't have had such a swift recovery, and that's the most rewarding thing you can have.
My name is Tina Brooks, and I love to garden. We are in Veterans Oasis Park, and this is a demonstration garden to show people what you can do and what you can grow in the desert. There's different things we're growing now, different raised beds, and there's a lot of different groups that help. People walk by all the time. I'm like, would you like to volunteer? I do it all the time.
My name is Norm Gumenick. As a volunteer, we go to residential homes to service the existing alarms. We troubleshoot if there are issues. We change out batteries on an annual basis. We do some installations, and we visit a lot of the older folks that are a little unsteady on the ladder. I just enjoy assisting people that need the help.
My name is Jacqueline Merriweather. I teach a class in English, and it's for people from other countries who want to develop basic English skills. I use their curriculum materials and present the lesson and find ways to reinforce so that they can practice over and over. Being able to be a volunteer is just a huge privilege for me. It makes a big difference in people's lives, and I feel like these people are my family.
My name is Jeff Deaver. My wife and I have a special needs daughter, and so because of our daughter, we got into doing a lot of volunteering events catered around people in general with disabilities. You get a lot of gratification from volunteering, knowing that you can help someone out, big or small. Anything that we do in life, when you can help someone out, usually doesn't take a lot out of us, but it can mean a lot for the person that we're helping.
Hi, I'm Ken Hawks. I've been in this program now for almost 17 years. Once I looked into the program and saw what it entailed, I was hooked from that day on, and I haven't stopped since. As a volunteer, we travel throughout the whole city, and we're basically an extra set of eyes for the police officers. We patrol all the neighborhoods. We look for abandoned vehicles. We also do what we call a Code 34, is if somebody has broken down the vehicle, if they ran out of gas, we will transport them to a gas station, allow them to get gas, bring them back to the vehicle, put the gas in the vehicle, and get them on the way as much as possible. It's the most satisfying, most fulfilling job that you'll ever find in your life. To me, you couldn't ask for anything better.
My name is Jessica Carter. I live in the East Valley. I'm a licensed associate counselor. We respond to a variety of different calls throughout Chandler, and our role is primarily to provide emotional support. When you're in a crisis, you're lucky if you can even remember your address. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be there for people in that capacity. When they're experiencing that type of crisis in the moment, I just know that if I were in that situation, I would want to be able to have someone there to provide me with that kind of support. So it meant a lot to me to be able to give back to the community in that way.
My name is Lynn Mandeville. I became a volunteer for a couple of reasons. First of all, because I'm new to the area, I wanted an opportunity to meet friends. Second of all, I was a librarian in Michigan for 29 years, but ultimately it's selfish. Volunteering makes me feel really good. And so I am here doing what little bit I can to make the library better and to make myself feel better every day. Primarily, I do circulation duties. In addition to circulation, I do some book mending back here. This prepares books for sale on the online portion, and if I can do minor repairs that improve the value of the book, then it just makes a little more money for the library when someone buys that item. You can always find excuses not to do it, so look for all your excuses to do it, because you'll never regret it.
Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? By Martin Luther King Jr.
The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. By Oscar Wilde.
No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Aesop.
Wherever you turn, you can find someone who needs you. Even if it's a little thing, do something for which there is no pay, but the privilege of doing it. Remember, you don't live in the world all of your own. Albert Schweitzer.
Volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. Elizabeth Andrew.